Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Global Beast Tamer. I, the Eternal Beast Tamer. Chapter 41. Everyone knows. At the edge of the vast land is the endless sea. Within the waters of the East China Sea, there is an island comparable to a small landmass. This place is called Dragon Island. Dragon Island is a forbidden land in the entire East China Sea. That's a place where only dragons can live. The dragon here is not an Eastern dragon with a head like a camel, horns like a deer, eyes like a rabbit, ears like an ox, a neck like a snake, a belly like a mirage, scales like a carp, claws like an eagle, and palms like a tiger. But the kind with wings, a strong body, a long thick neck, or a frilled head, sharp teeth, and a long tail. It walked on 4 powerful legs and flew with a pair of giant wings like bat wings. Its body was covered with scales, resembling a giant lizard like a western dragon. There is a young dragon school on Dragon Island. It turns out that dragons don't like to live in groups. As we all know, western dragons are very greedy. They like to collect treasures and hide their treasures in their caves. But, as other races become stronger, a large number of dragons were killed. Therefore, the demigods of the dragon tribe made a decision that every hatched cub must be sent to Dragon Island for unified training. This can ensure the continuation of the dragon clan. After thousands of years of evolution, eventually the current pattern was established. Other dragon clans are scattered around the sea, warning each other. At the same time, focus on cultivating the next generation to make the new generation of the dragon clan stronger. It is also because of this that the dragon clan has become one of the strongest races in the world from being almost wiped out. And now, in the gathering place of the dragon clan's young dragons, a middle-aged man more than 2 meters tall, strong and burly, was talking seriously to the 10 silver top-grade young dragons of various colors in front of him. You should already know that only young dragons like you are allowed to enter that place. So, I can only rely on you this time. Don't worry, Uncle Bai, our dragon clan is invincible among our peers. A little silver dragon 2 or 3 meters tall said arrogantly. He does have the capital to be proud of. The lowest level of their dragon family is bronze, but he was born with silver, and his qualifications have reached the palace level. As long as he reaches adulthood, he can definitely become a lord. That's right. Which race can challenge the authority of our dragon clan? Next to the little silver dragon is a red dragon of the same build, with strong muscles all over his body. Looks powerful. According to the intelligence, it is not only our dragon race that has entered the secret realm this time, but also the human race, elves, orcs, etc., so we must be careful, especially the human race. When he said this, Uncle Bai unconsciously felt a slight pain in his arm. It was a wound he received while fighting a strong human race. Although it had healed for decades, he would feel the stinging pain from the wound every time he thought about it. Uncle Bai, there is no need for us to be careful with those 2-legged sheep-like creatures from the human race. Little Silver Dragon said disdainfully. Based on what he read in the book, he speculated that the human race was a weak race and they were only given as food. Only a few people can stand out from the tens of billions of human beings and become strong. The human race is not weak. Hearing the nonchalant look of the little silver dragon, Uncle Bai sighed and shook his head. As a dragon, you know the characteristics of your own race best. I like to be arrogant the most. It was precisely this that created the crisis that almost wiped out the entire race thousands of years ago. They will know after they have suffered. The human race is not just composed of weak people. There are also powerful city lords. Everyone there is an existence comparable to the elders of the dragon clan. The human race is not weak, but they like to fight among themselves. Otherwise, the continent would have been theirs long ago, but now isn't it divided into 36 big cities? This situation is very similar to that of my dragon clan thousands of years ago. Sooner or later they will be robbed. Quote. A green dragon with eyes standing on the edge said loudly. That's right. The book says that the human race is the race in the world that likes internal fighting the most. As long as we don't push too hard, they will never be able to unite. A white dragon breathed out. Uncle Bai was noncommittal and continued. Of course, you don't have to belittle yourselves. Our dragon clan is still the strongest race in the world. Hearing this, the other dragons smiled. They are proud to be part of the dragon clan. Okay, you go in. You must kill that golden rock and her eggs. They are the last natural enemies of our dragon clan. Again, I would like to remind you seriously. Ha ha ha, I can finally go out and play happily. Yes, I heard that someone from the elves has entered this time. I must capture the most beautiful one as a servant. The desire in the eyes of a red dragon almost flowed out. The elves belong to me. Another brass dragon said, not to be outdone. The women of the elves are the favorites of the dragons. This is what they all want to fight for. And this time, they can plunder the beautiful elf girl. While talking, one baby dragon after another got into the secret cave. Hope they come back alive. Uncle Bai is waiting here quietly. 15 days is too insignificant for the dragon clan. They can sleep for several years at a time. And far to the west of the continent, an old elf woman with pointed ears said sharply to the 5 handsome men and women behind her. Remember your mission. We elves don't have much time. Bring back the guardian beast of our elves. And try to find the prophesied wolf-riding savior as much as possible. Remember. 3 men and 2 women agreed loudly. This is their mission. After that, the 5 people entered the entrance of the secret realm and disappeared. Does the savior predicted by our people 5,000 years ago really exist? Thinking of the prophecy made by the high priest 5,000 years ago, the old man shook his head. The other side. A majestic man with the body of a lion and the head of a lion said passionately to the 10 orc youths in front of him. Orcs will never be slaves. Orcs will never be weaker than humans. Go grab it. Grab that egg back. Kill the dragon to prove me orc. Loot, plunder the elves, and turn them into breeding tools for my orcs. Kill. I, the orc, will never be a slave. The men and women in adolescence were aroused by the leader's words. They will return with victory. They will trample on the bones of their enemies. They orcs, never be a slave. Chapter 42. After adding the hundreds of newly acquired experience points and the 50,000 experience points previously obtained to Xiaoyu Sirius not only returned to the top level of Black Iron this time. Even under the huge offensive of experience points, the bronze level barrier was also broken with one blow. Xiaoyu Sirius officially broke through to the intermediate bronze level. GTN was happy but also felt a little angry. Dog comparison system. He just learned that breaking through a big realm is 10 times more difficult than breaking through a small realm. Damn it, this is a trap for experience points. A total of 50,000 experience points, but he only broke through to the bronze intermediate level. How many experience points do you need to break through to silver or even gold? GTN looked at Xiaoyu Sirius and suddenly felt unsatisfied. This is a big money maker. Actually, GTN also knows. The Howling Moon Sirius itself has supreme qualifications, and the energy required for each upgrade is more than 10 times that of other beasts. After integrating the Supreme Bloodline last time, every improvement was almost a 0 after 10. It is precisely because of this that there are so few top-level beast masters. Not just hard to catch. What is more difficult is to cultivate. When other beastmasters are already at the gold level, but your beastmaster is only black iron or even bronze, it will make a person feel unbalanced. And, not to mention a supreme level beast, even an epic level beast is enough to bankrupt a big family. And this is why the school prepares mostly ferocious beast eggs with black iron and bronze level potential for civilian awakeners. It's not just the school that is reluctant to part with it. Also, civilian students simply cannot afford to support and train them. Certainly, the supreme level beast masters who have absorbed a large amount of resources are also not comparable to those with silver and gold level qualifications. Each of them is an invincible beast that can fight across several levels. This is where qualifications determine the lower limit, and bloodline indeed determines the upper limit of beast control. In the evening, the moon sets and the crow crows. GTN, under the leadership of Xiaoyu Sirius, came to a small hill. The sky in the evening is already a little dark. When GTN and others arrived at the small hill range, hundreds of green lights suddenly appeared on the hills. Like thousands of green lights shining on GTN. GTN tried his best to look far away and discovered. Where are the thousands of green lanterns? Those were clearly hundreds of giant wolves. The smallest among them is 2 meters tall. It makes people's hearts go crazy. Ouch. Stopping. Xiaoyu Sirius whispered softly. A similar response came from the other side. The sound came from the top of the hill in front of me. Subsequently, GTN found that 2 full moons began to rise slowly on the entire hill. No more running. Be the wolf king of hundreds of wolves. A data panel appeared in front of GTN's eyes. Name: Red-Blooded Demonic Wolf King. Strength: Palace. Qualification: Junior Hall. Attribute: Wind System, Blood System. Skills: Bloodthirsty Fury, Speed, Full Moon Slash, Coercion. Palace level. The red-blooded demon wolf king, who was dozens of meters away, stood up. At this moment, it seems to have become the protagonist of the world. The whole body exudes blood-red light, lighting up its majestic body, blocking out the sky. This is the first time GTN has faced a palace-level ferocious beast. It really feels its power. That is the majestic pressure brought by incomparable power. Ouch. Seems to feel GTN's state. Xiaoyu Sirius looked directly at the scarlet-blooded demon wolf king without fear, and at the same time made a sharp threatening sound in his mouth. Then, a bright and smooth moonlight hung straight down from the moon, covering the body of Xiaoyu Sirius with a layer of silver light. The silver-white hair looks extremely sacred in the moonlight. Become the messenger of the moon. There is no other sound between heaven and earth, and 2 colors, one red and one silver, shine brightly in the dark night. Fighting. This is the message Xiaoyu Sirius sent to GTN. Without any hesitation, GTN jumped off its back. Although the opponent looks very strong, the gap between the 2 sides is almost as insurmountable as a natural chasm. But don't forget, Xiaoyu Sirius is the ancestor of the wolf clan. That is the ancestor of all wolves in the world. Coupled with the qualifications and the pure supreme bloodline. These are the foundation of Xiaoyu Sirius, and also the confidence for it to dare to challenge the red-blooded demonic wolf king. The scene gradually became more solemn. The other wolves on the hill had already retreated several miles away. They are also looking forward to this battle. This will be an election about the position of the wolf king. The moon sheds its light and illuminates the entire grassland. It seems like they are celebrating this battle. The battle started without any warning. The wolf king, who was on the hill 1,000 meters away one moment, appeared in the sky above Xiaoyu Sirius the next second. A sharp claw with blood-red cold light slapped Xiaoyu Sirius' head. Obviously, the wolf king did not stay behind at all. Every blow is enough to crush a gold-level ferocious beast. Every blow is aimed at killing the opponent. There is no mercy at all. Chapter 43. The enemy shows no mercy. GTN will naturally not show mercy to it either. Howling Moon Sirius teleported behind it. GTN calmly gave orders to Xiaoyu Sirius. As soon as he finished speaking, Xiaoyu Sirius has appeared behind the Wolf King. Teleportation is much faster than speed. The Wolf King's claws didn't hit Xiaoyu Sirius' head, but he didn't stop and slapped it directly on the ground. Boom! A large pit with a diameter of 10 meters appeared directly on the ground. The pit was surrounded by cracks. In the center of the pit, there are 3 scratches that go deep into the ground. If you are hit by such an attack, even if he doesn't die, the Xiaoyu Sirius is also useless. GTN sneered at the corner of his mouth. Use the Wolf King to coerce. GTN did not forget this field-type move. A coercion can not only improve one's own spirit, but also suppress the opponent, making it impossible for the opponent to use his full strength. An invisible wave emitted from the body of Xiaoyu Sirius. Suddenly, the red blood demon Wolf King felt a bloodline fear, which was the suppression of the bloodline. Its strength was directly suppressed to the top level of gold. The coercion of the Howling Moon Sirius has no range control. This time, the red-blooded demon wolves who were watching from a distance were in trouble. When this wave of fluctuation swept over them, the fear coming from the depths of their blood caused them to lie on the ground in fear, and some of them were even green and bruised below. This is scary. The Wolf King's pressure is effective on all ferocious beasts or beasts with lower bloodline than Xiaoyu Sirius, but it is especially effective on the Wolf Clan. This is still hesitating that Xiaoyu Sirius is at a low level. When the level of Xiaoyu Sirius increases, there was no need to fight at all then. With one pressure, the whole crowd fell down. No exceptions. And this isn't over yet. After releasing the Wolf King's pressure, GTN immediately said, "Absolute Wind Blade." Next moment, a wind blade larger than half the body of the red-blooded demon Wolf King descended from the sky and headed straight for the Wolf King's neck. GTN is confident. Go ahead with this move. If the Wolf King is not beheaded, he will have to kneel down. Escape. Escape. Run away. The red-blooded demon wolf felt the chilling wind blade behind him, and used all the energy in his body to run wildly, hoping to dodge the blow. But the distance is really too close. It was so close that the wind blade had just taken shape and was already on the neck of the red-blooded demon wolf. Ouch. The red-blooded demon wolf king knew that there was no way he could dodge this blow. It can only resist hard. Only in this way can there be a chance of survival. Escape. Only death. At this time, in the panic of life crisis, the body of the red-blooded demonic wolf king actually began to swell, and the muscles on his body began to harden. GTN knew that this was the talent of the red-blooded demon wolf king. Bloodthirsty and violent. In GTN's perception, the physical strength of the red-blooded demon wolf king instantly increased several times. It has almost reached the level of a high-level ferocious beast in the palace. Boom. A loud bang. The slashing attack came into contact with the neck of the red-blooded demonic wolf king. This moment, even GTN didn't know whether the scarlet blood demon wolf king could survive. Ouch. A shrill wail echoed over the grassland. Plop. The wind blade disappeared, and the wolf king fell to the ground unwillingly. Blood flowed. Its neck was almost cut off directly. But the final reinforcement withstood the attack of the wind blade. But it still left a half-meter deep gash on the neck, which accounted for almost half of the depth of the neck. With unwillingness, the violent state disappears. The red-blooded demon wolf king fell to the ground and closed his heavy eyes. From the neck, blood sprayed into the sky. Ouch. 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 The red-blooded demon wolves watching from a distance saw their leader's miserable state and couldn't help but howl to see him off. Howling Moon Sirius, use summoning light. GTN ordered. Xiao Yu Sirius quickly activated his skills. A dazzling beam of light connects heaven and earth. Surrounded the red-blooded demon wolf king who fell on the ground. A miracle happened. The half-meter-long wound was being sutured at a speed visible to the naked eye. 10 minutes later, the beam of light dissipates. The wounds disappear. If it weren't for the solidified blood on and around the red-blooded demonic wolf king, no one would think that the red-blooded demonic wolf king almost died just now. Watch. GTN and all the wolves are waiting for the red-blooded demon wolf to wake up. Call for glory. This is a new skill obtained by Xiao Yu Sirius after he broke through to the bronze level. A very practical skill. This skill is not an attack, not a defense, but a healing. With the help of moonlight, it can quickly restore injured body and consumed energy. This almost made up for Xiao Yu Sirius's last shortcoming. Think about it. Unlimited battery life with system experience. With this magical skill called Guangwa, Xiao Yu Sirius cannot be afraid of getting hurt. Then it will be a nightmare for the enemy. It will be the most powerful killing machine. I do not know how long it has been. The red-blooded demon wolf king opened his eyes. There is some confusion in the eyes. Am I dead? Chapter 44. Palace-level beast masters already have relatively mature spiritual wisdom. He struggled to stand up with his weak body. It knew that the Howling Moon Wolf King had spared it. In other words, it saved itself. Ouch. Ouch. The wolves watching from a distance looked up to the sky and roared when they saw that their king was not dead. After all, it is the Wolf King who has been protecting them. They also have feelings for the Wolf King. Now the Wolf King doesn't have to die. They were naturally very happy. Ouch. The Scarlet Blood Demon Wolf King looked at his group, then lowered his head and walked towards the Howling Moon Sirius. The Wolf Tribe has a rule. The Wolf King rotates. Whoever can defeat the Wolf King can become the new Wolf King. Now, it has been defeated. Then he has lost his qualification as Wolf King. Don't worry, you are still the Wolf King of this pack. GTN knew that the Wolf King wanted to give the throne to Xiao Yu Sirius. But, how could Xiao Yu Sirius be willing to be the Wolf King of a small wolf pack? And, they can only stay here for 15 days. 15 days later, he must leave. Therefore, this Wolf King still has to be guarded by this red-blooded demon wolf. Only, GTN just needs them to listen to him temporarily. Because just now, he had a great idea. There are many wolves in this grassland. Then can he recover all these Wolf Kings, and then order the wolves to bloodbath the grassland to collect enough beast crystals for him? Obviously, this idea can be realized. Therefore, He just chose to save the red-blooded demon wolf. Because in his opinion, this is definitely the leader among Steppenwolves. That's a free power hitter. After hearing GTN's words, the red-blooded demon wolf was still a little confused, but still nodded. But, I need you to obey my orders within half a month. GTN continued. This is also the condition of exchange. The red-blooded demon wolf king nodded. This is necessary. The other party not only defeated himself, but also saved himself. Let alone half a month, you should obey orders all your life. The world of ferocious beasts is so pure. They only believe in the strong and only follow the strong. This is the only rule in the beast world. Early morning. GTN got up from Xiaoyu Sirius's back. I simply washed my face by a stream, and then killed a giant toothed rabbit and roasted it for breakfast. Looking at the hills in the distance, hundreds of red-blooded demon wolves are ready to attack. A wolf king in the early stage of the palace level can be as violent as a high-level palace level. 50 gold-level red-blooded demon wolves, once the wind blades are activated collectively, they are comparable to map cannons. 300 silver-level red-blooded demon wolves are best used to clean up the battlefield. The last more than 100 demon wolf cubs. After subduing the red-blood demonic wolf king last night, GTN learned that the grassland is mainly divided into 3 areas. One of them is the north, occupied by the wolf tribe. There are hundreds of wolf packs in the entire west, large and small. It is also because of this that the wolf tribe dominates the entire west of the grassland and has to compete with the other 2 areas. Because the east and west sides of the grassland are respectively occupied by a high-level ferocious beast. It was officially the intimidation of hundreds of wolves that prevented the overlords of those 2 areas from invading without permission. And to the south of the grassland are hundreds of thousands of mountains. Saying 100,000 is actually just a general term. But if you really count them, there are definitely more than 1 million mountains in the mountains. The huge rolling mountains occupy more than half of the entire secret realm. The number of ferocious beasts inside is several times that of other areas. And they are all terrifyingly strong. Even the red-blooded demon wolf king didn't dare to walk in rashly. Every time I get close, it will feel like something is staring at it. The huge sense of crisis made his hair burst. To know. It is the most junior beast in the palace. The human race outside the secret realm. This is already able to serve as the commander of a city with tens of millions of people. Absolute upper-level combat power. But it didn't even dare to enter that area. It can be seen from this that the horror of the 100,000 mountains. There is really a terrifying mountain range where gold is not as good as a dog, and the palaces are everywhere. I even heard that the overlord of this secret realm lives in the deepest part of the mountain range. That is the only epic existence. Back to the hill. Xiaoyu Sirius immediately came to GTN and rubbed GTN's cheek with his huge head. GTN was pushed back and forth. The current Xiaoyu Sirius is really too big. Stroking Xiaoyu Sirius's smooth and silky silver hair, a set of data appeared in front of GTN again. Name, Xiaoyu Sirius, Supreme. Strength, Bronze Advanced. Qualification, Supreme, Top. Bloodline, Supreme, Top Level. Attributes, Wind System, Beast System, Space System. Skills, Absolute Wind Blade, Fury, Wolf King's Pressure, Teleportation, Moon Eclipse, Moon Summoning Flower. One night passed. Xiaoyu Sirius has been upgraded from Bronze Intermediate to Advanced Bronze. Its body expands again. Now it is more than 8 meters high and 13 meters long. It is definitely uniquely powerful among the bronze-level beasts. This is the power of qualifications and bloodline. Chapter 45. It's actually quite surprising. After subduing the Wolf King, a huge number of beast crystals were discovered in the cave of the red-blooded demonic wolf. This was accumulated by the red-blooded demonic wolf clan for hundreds of years. So, GTN unceremoniously turned half of the beast crystals into experience points. In addition to spending some time to upgrade Xiaoyu Sirius, GTN's experience points were once again abundant. Experience points, 30,000. There are not many high-level and powerful ferocious beasts on the grassland. Most of the beast crystals in the wolf den are only black iron, bronze and silver. The quality is a bit bad. But it's a lot. Under the accumulation of massive beast crystals, Xiaoyu Sirius still evolved 1 level. After enjoying this sweetness, GTN turned his attention to other wolf areas. A wolf pack can raise Xiaoyu Sirius to 1 level. What if this number is multiplied by 100? Doesn't that mean Xiaoyu Sirius has hope for silver or even gold? Thinking of this, GTN's eyes were filled with fire. The evolution of Xiaoyu Sirius goes hand in hand with him. Every evolution of it, GTN can clearly detect his own changes. My whole body is full of strength. If GTN, who is at the black iron level, can single-handedly defeat 10 people of the same level, then now, he can be attacked by hundreds of people without losing. Even kill them one by one. Even in the morning, GTN tried his speed. Give me a little boost. He had already exceeded the speed of sound, and there were bursts of air explosions in the air, reaching a super speed of twice the speed of sound. This has already exceeded the limit of the human body, constantly evolving towards the extraordinary. And what attracted GTN even more was when Xiaoyu Sirius reached the silver level. He can gain the ability to fly in the air. No man can deny the ability to fly into the sky. So, GTN's eyes were fixed on the hundreds of wolves in the west of the grassland. He has regarded it as food for his improvement. At this time, a systematic mechanical sound sounded next to GTN's ears. Ding! The host's powerful wish has been detected, and a system mission has been issued. The grassland in the secret realm is so vast, it is really the best place to improve. The general trend of the world is that if it has been divided for a long time, it must be united, and if it has been united for a long time, it must be divided. The grassland has been divided for tens of millions of years. Why not unify it? It depends on the area of the grassland that the host controls. The final evaluation will be made by the system. Completeness 1/1000th. System tasks. GTN was extremely surprised when he heard the voice next to his ear. It actually triggered a system task. When I awakened for the first time, I got a Supreme Qualification Evolution card. The second time, I got a stronger Supreme Bloodline Evolution card. Every mission brings GTN unexpected gains. Now, trigger the system task again by yourself. No matter what kind of reward you can get this time. GTN has very high expectations. Unify the grassland. Mission completion rate 1/1000th. GTN looked at the task interface and started thinking. 1/1000th of the task completion should mean that you have conquered a wolf pack. That is to say, you must conquer all the ethnic groups on the grassland. But your time is limited. Therefore, we must rely on the power of the wolf clan. GTN silently made plans. This is similar to his original idea. Apart from the top high-end combat power, the hundreds of packs of wolves of the wolf clan are definitely the undisputed overlords on the grassland. The wolf clan is united, brave and bloodthirsty. Even in previous lives, even an adult male lion dare not invade the territory of a pack of wolves, which shows how terrifying the wolves are. The reason why it is located in the west of the grassland is. The main reason is that it lacks the high-end combat power of the palace. As it happens, GTN is here, bringing the highest level of combat power. Having bridged the gap between the top experts, is there anything else to be afraid of? Therefore, GTN's most important task now is to unify all the wolves in the western grassland. Twist this scattered power into a rope. Then the strength exerted by the wolves is definitely the effect of 1 + 1 greater than 2. Think about it. When GTN walked on the grassland with tens of thousands of wolves, but the enemy only has a loose team, that will be a complete crushing. This is a terrifying force that includes both gods and ghosts. Thus, GTN is bound to win over this force. This will be the basis for him to unify the entire prairie. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.